me know.
BTK. Anyway, I was glad that I had the chance to catch you in there before you got off. I did definitely want to hear you. You know, I know you're late at break, so I needed to hear what it sounded like. And since I got this nasty sound out of my receiver, I'm able to receive you very well, and it sounds nice. Rager. Anybody out there on the classic radio roundup? Billy, let's do this thing.
Well, there would be more of us, but, you know.
KB3UKB. Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, Hunter crew is on 160 meters.
Right. Oh, they're not done with that yet?
No. And I'll just keep going and going and going. Meanwhile, I'm just twiddling my thumbs.
Okay, well, I'm here.
It'll give you a day off. You just get me the phone number. I will be more than happy to call up and give them a good talking to.
I guess you heard Charlie Cook was shot.
What was that?
Charlie Cook was shot and killed today.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody knows that. That's a real bummer, man.
Yeah, really? I mean, come on. That's crazy.
Oh, so he did hear the first Chuck.
Yeah, it's a real bummer.
Yeah, why'd they have to shoot that guy? Really? Because they couldn't debate him. They had to shoot him.
Yeah, well, that's it, you know. It's, when you're talking about left-wingers, they don't want to have a debate. They want to shut it down. So, there you go. They shut that one down.
Yeah, well, those are the guys with the signs and know the hate lives here or whatever. You know what I mean? Everybody welcome.
Right now, and it wasn't great when we first got on.
Unless you're a right winger.
Yeah, well, somebody. Yeah, now comes all the speculation and all the other nonsense that goes along. Who did it? What was their mode? Blah, 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 blah. And yeah. There's going to be a whole bunch of people going down the rabbit hole and coming up with all kinds of strange, twisted theories and everything else.
Well, they caught the guy. They caught the guy. It's an old guy.
Yeah, I heard they finally found him.
Yeah, working a new antenna, and then the first night on, you got conditions
First guy
like
they
that.
found, they let go, wasn't the right guy.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, but now from what I hear, they did catch the right
now
guy.
you know you can blame it on the band.
Cash Patel made a statement that they caught him, so I don't know, we'll see.
It's very, very dynamic. You know, it's unlike what you're used to, what you're familiar with.
Yeah, it's definitely different. You know, everything about it is different. And some of the unexpected was received with negative. You know, like, man, what is this? So are you part of the Uptown Area Radio Club? I guess you probably.
No, I am not.
I'm the source of a whole lot of my noise. So now I'm sitting here with one incandescent. How'd you make out with teaching them classes to the high school kids?
Hey, what?
Weren't you teaching the kids, I don't know, ham theory, radio theory, and helping them get their licenses, the high school kids?
No, I don't know who was doing that, but it wasn't me.
Really eliminated any of that.
I was happy to find an incandescent bulb. You know, incandescent bulbs don't grow on trees no more. Okay, I'm imagining things.
Or something. Good, I'm looking.
She gave me a couple of chairs. She gave me I thought maybe the wife would like I thought I remember you and Pete having a conversation. That you were teaching some kind of, like, they were adult classes, but they were high school students.
Nah, that wasn't me. Trying to think what that might have been a conversation about. Yeah. I might have made a comment at one point that I'd like to teach somebody something because so many people are being taught a lot of wrong things, but No, I'm not doing it.
Customers since back
Okay.
in the time, and I think
All right, I don't know. I misunderstood.
and of course he was also a school teacher.
Never really had a conversation about it till now.
I don't think it would be too
Yeah, you know, it's. I'm trying to think who might have been doing it, but nobody I could think of offhand. Not JR, not Steve. No, I'm trying to think who might have been. Maybe possibly Chuck. Chuck used to teach some kind of diesel mechanics or something at a tech school. But I don't know, you know, he would have been teaching ham radio for years.
Now, who's Chuck?
Chuck's down in Westchester, down somewhere.
Little did I know, they would be in the barn and they would garnish the barn. And guess what? She paid good money for them, and I got them free.
No, it was one of the crew around here, and I think they were talking about teaching the classes over at the tech school in Limerick.
I don't know who that was. Well, Skyrider, I don't know. I don't think it was him, maybe, but
No, it wasn't Skyrider. It was before Skyrider came out.
yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I can't think of who it might have been. Yeah. So you gotta be. Well, it depends. If you're teaching a class, I guess if it's informal, I guess it's okay. But if you're teaching any kind of for money kind of thing, you gotta be a certified teacher, I would think.
Yeah. The school ain't gonna have anybody. Just, I mean, I'm sure you have to have some kind of credentials.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I don't know any of us who are credentialed in that way. So you know.
Right.
Giving out instructions in the background. Can you make him a little softer and the other one a little louder? I'm like, I can't, babe.
But it was a class on helping younger people get their licenses. That's what I remember.
Yeah, there's probably a calling for that, you know. There are guys who could use that kind of help. So it makes sense. And I imagine that the people in the Pottstown radio might have somebody that does that. I don't think he's part of that crew. At least not that I know of, anyway.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, they have. I've been following it along. I mean, Skyrider turned me on to it,
Never does that.
and I found out that they have their meetings right. I'm sitting here in the park. They have their meetings right over here at the church. So the first Friday of every month, they have meetings there, and they have guest speakers and stuff. They have some pretty good information. So yeah, I'm gonna go up there and rub elbows with them guys and see what's up.
Yeah, I was going to ask you where you were, because you're coming in really strong there.
Oh yeah, I'm in your neighborhood.
You got a radio with a really good receiver.
Not good enough, huh?
Well, nobody really advised.
Okay. So you want to rub elbows with the Pottstown crew. Just don't tell me you and your bail thing just got down.
I don't even have a bail bag yet.
Yeah. You better get one before the price goes up to do all the tariffs.
Really wanted. I desired the 1200. But the guy that was trying to sell me a 1200.
No, I know how to beat tires, man. You buy them secondhand.
Yeah. So what? You're interested in getting a hand license?
Oh yeah, I've been. I mean, I really wanted to get my commercial license back in the '90s.
Commercial? Like what? For broadcasting?
Like the radio telephone tech license.
Oh, like a general radio telephone. That's a much more difficult test than the ham license.
Right, I know. That's when I was going to college. I went to Monco for electronics because of that.
Yeah, well, if you've got that background, you won't have any trouble with the hand test, especially the technician. That's a piece of cake.
I don't know. It was everything about it was.
No, I think I can probably get all of them. I think I get the general and the extra too.
Oh, there you go. Go for it, man. Not to no code anymore, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I just never had the time. That's my problem. The technology is not the issue. I was doing that, and I got out of it because I became a constable. So for 16 years, since '94, I was a constable.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hello, it's flip-flop out here tonight.
Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way of hobby pursuits, you know. You gotta take priorities and put some other things on the back burner for a while.
It wasn't a hobby though. When I was going to school for it, I mean, I was dead set on getting my megawatt license.
Megawatt license. Oh, that's you wanted to go to work for a commercial broadcast station.
Right. I want to be able to work on those transmitters. And we got a breaker out there. We got flip-flop. I hear him scratching.
Yeah, somebody's on the flip-flop, huh?
Go ahead, flip-flop. I got you.
Yeah, I just got on here now, just saying hello.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I'm sitting here in what I call Mandarac Park, Limerick Community Park here off of Swamp Pike, Swamp and Kugler. And you're doing good, man. You're teeing up 3 and swinging a 7.
Buzzard test too. W2BW.
Are you using it now?
Yeah, that's good, man. That thing's working good. I was talking to you the other night in King of Prussia with that, and you were hitting me with. I think you were giving me almost a 3 in King of Prussia, but you're doing a lot better over here. Give me 7.
Oh, very good, yeah.
You got Sandbagger and Abe out there. I think you can hear him, but I don't know if he can hear you.
He's riding my noise level.
Yeah, 30 over. That's a pretty rugged tube in that amp. Yeah,
Now, Dean, you're out. You're just too far from nitrate.
About 3 miles, 3.5 miles.
Okay, you're closer to I forget that neighborhood.
That's right.
Give me a second. I'll kick it out.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, but Henry from here that started out like with that tube, the 3CX.
Oh, okay. You're not quite as far as I thought. So you're still in the Douglasville area.
where?
Douglasville. You said Douglasville, Wawa, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. And Nitrane's just a little bit east of that.
Yeah, he's basically in Stowe.
But he's closer to the river than you, right?
Not really.
Oh, you guys are like on that same line?
Yeah, I mean, you can go down High Street and, he might even be a little further off of it than I am, but not by a lot.
Okay, you know the distance. How far am I away from you?
Mandarac Park?
Yeah.
It was laying on the floor. I was just looking at it.
So he's probably like 2 miles or so from Mandarac Park, give or take, I guess. So, he might be like 11, 12 miles, something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay, wow, I didn't think it was that far. Okay. Yeah, I still can't think of that neighborhood where you're at, but you're not far from the dump over there.
Wow. So it was like,
Yeah, what's that called? It's Mascala's dump.
Finally, I was able to pick it up and put it in.
Forget the name of it.
Oh, that's Pioneer Crossing Landfill.
That's the one.
Yeah, I'm not that far. I'm a few miles east
got a couple miles to get there.
That rascal was sitting
Yeah,
there looking like a
I
grenade.
live near there. The stench would drive me nuts.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I drove down there. I mean, I've drove down 422 plenty of times, but I never smelled that.
Well, on the right kind of day, when the wind's blowing a certain way, you can be driving down 422 and go like, oh my god.
Okay. If you got your windows open.
Yeah, or if you go down 345 and right by the place, you know, you're gonna smell something you don't like.
Oh, I know all about that, man. I've been living right around Conshohocken for years.
If you're around with me, or not me, but Alwood Steel was operating, yeah, there were times when that stunk pretty bad.
Right? I mean, I remember that stinking all the way up until the 80s, and then in the 90s you had Nonzon or whatever that was, that freaking, chemical plant factory crap. I mean, that place stunk, man. And they used to burn cats and dogs in there. That place stunk.
But we're up and running now with up on the band.
Yeah, they would incinerate the animals in
This
there.
afternoon trying to
All the ones that they euthanize.
numbers.
Either that or they were doing testing on them or something. I don't know. I don't know what that place was. It was some kind of chemical testing joint. And then right across the street you had Smith Klein. And I remember people telling me that they saw that like guys would be back there just like hunting and stuff. They said they would see green stuff coming out of there, you know, going down the creek into the river. And every time you drove down River Road, when you got to that point, you get to 320, you start smelling it, you know.
Yeah, well, thankfully that seems to be something in the past now.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I went by there not too long ago. I smelled something. They got a Target. That Nonzon place is gone. Wozniak, whatever the heck that was called. That's gone now, and it's a Target distribution center. So they just got a lot of products going in there. But I think Smith Klein's still doing something funky over there because I smelled something coming out of it.
Oh man, that's all we need. More stench.
Oh man, it's been going on for as long as I've been breathing.
As long as you can smell it, it's been there.
Right? I remember as a kid, and now, yeah, and then that kind of I went by that kind of brought back memories. I'm thinking, they're not done, you know, stinking up this river, stinking up this area, but it's definitely a lot better.
Into the bushes.
Well, I know the Schuylkill River has gotten a lot cleaner. I can remember it being really murky and
LED lights and
all kinds of,
right
you
there
know,
on the wall.
crap in there. And, you know, when I used to go boating down there years ago, it was starting to get better. You know, all the factories and stuff that used to dump crap in the water pretty much are gone now.
Yeah. I mean, it got really bad up until the early 70s, but after that, I mean, once they found Tyson's dump over there in Upper Marion, and, you know, EPA went in there and, you know, jumped all over the place, it started getting cleaned up. And then the last thing I remember was there was a company dumping stuff in Valley Creek, right there where 252 goes into 23. There was like a furniture factory back there or something, and they were, you know, dumping the chemicals in the freaking creek, and that was a big thing. But that was like in the 80s. But yeah, I swam in that river since the 70s, from the 70s probably into the 90s. I remember canoeing and tubing and stuff in there. But my kid and like his friends still fishing there.
Yeah, a lot of people still fishing there. I wouldn't eat anything that I caught out there. But, you know, catch and release is fine. Yeah, I used to go boating down there in the 80s and 90s. Until I moved up here.
Yeah, catch and release is fine. And don't feed it to your animals.
We don't want to keep you in the dark.
Yeah.
No, we don't
It makes them sick. But, yeah, my son's pulled some big fat cats out of that river.
Good.
You can get big ass catfish out of there. Oh my goodness.
I think they got the state record out of there.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but catfish thrive down there.
Yeah, I think there's other stuff. I I remember pulling snapping turtles out of there.
Keeping on now.
Well, yeah, you never know
I'll
what you're going to
talk
get.
to you later about some things.
I remember back in the 70s, I was a little kid, and my brother and his buddies were down a river, and his one buddy drug a freaking turtle up on a shovel, like 8 blocks. Drug this turtle up 8 blocks from the river on a shovel.
What was you going to do with it?
I think he just put it back. His dad was a doctor. Yeah, he's crazy. They were putting like 2x4s in front of this thing, and he was like 2 chops. He was going right through them.
Yeah, that's one after the snapping turtle. You don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, it was big. I mean, I'm telling you, the shell was probably 15 to 18 inches around.
About that. I mean, don't they know?
Yeah, I wouldn't be messing with that thing. You slip and take a chunk out of your leg, that would be bad.
Well, like, this is a long, I don't even know where he got the shovel at. He probably stole it from somewhere, but it was a long-handled shovel. He got that thing up on there and he drug him 8 blocks.
And it had a wallboard transport.
Yeah, I live all the way up on the hill, 8th and Mill. And he lives right across the street.
HF bands, and as soon as I unplugged that, and it went away.
Yeah, he was crazy. Those guys, him and his brother, they were crazy. The dad was a doctor, but the boys were nuts. That guy, John, he ended up joining the Army, and I remember him coming back on his first like leave. Came back on a Sportster.
Well, Dave heard me the other day.
From Texas.
You rode that all the way up from Texas?
Yeah, I'm telling you, this dude was crazy.
When I got on with 35 watts, I'm like, what?
Taking his motorcycle all the way across the country. Yeah, so
No, I
if you're
called
a
you with
real
Blue Power
motorcycle enthusiast, that's
probably 5 times, and I think you heard me, but you didn't hear that it was me or
This was
any
in
of
the
that
late
stuff.
70s.
And then I turned on the
He
amplifier.
was a young guy, man. I don't even think he was 20, 21. I think he was 18 when he joined up. 18, 19.
You want to see if you hear me now with 35 watts?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I hear you now with 30.
You want to go when you're young, otherwise you go where you at.
What I'm saying, I mean, he didn't really have a whole lot of experience. I mean, working young guy, he just started, I never seen him ride a motorcycle until he came back in his uniform on that bike.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up there.
I mean, I knew guys,
Can't let Dave
I was a teenager.
No,
They couldn't afford a car, but they could afford a motorcycle, and that was how they got around.
It's nice to have you in here.
Yeah, but like I said, I remember him and his brother having cars, but I never seen them. I mean, I guess they probably had motorcycles. I just didn't pay attention, I guess.
I mean, I felt bad for these
Been
guys
on here
in the
for
rain,
2-something years, Chuck.
snowy out and stuff, but, that was their primary mode of transportation.
Hey, they're hardcore, man. It doesn't phase them, the weather. I mean, that's how my kid's 25, and he's been riding motorcycle probably since he's been 18. And, he rides in the rain. He's
I
crazy.
play like that, man.
Well, I mean, if you got to, you got to.
Yeah, at one point he didn't have a secondary mode of transportation. But yeah, that was his primary.
Wow.
I've heard enough of that today.
You ever hear, you've heard it. You've heard it thousands of times.
4 or 5 Harleys, and he started out with like a
Sounds like a
Yamaha
hot.
or something, Suzuki.
And they're sticking their nose in the slot bucket, fighting with the other hogs.
Motorcycles used to be dirt cheap, and they've gotten very
Maybe I got
expensive
my
like
little
everything
work
else.
on that.
I know when we were young, you could pick up a used Honda
Right combination of
or
buttons.
Kawasaki or something for,
Classic radio roundup.
and
Yeah, I get there simply. It's hard to leave when there's good fun
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, he started out like that, Facebook Marketplace, you get the deals. But a few of them bikes came home on the back of a
Well,
truck.
that's the most important thing. I do have the gate rolling. My presence
And he
isn't
fixed them up and
necessarily
sold them or
required,
traded them or whatever.
but my subscribers get upset when I don't have a gate. They don't care if I'm there or not. They care if the gate is there or not.
Makes a lot of sense.
Checking my SWR.
You monetize that, or you making 2 or 3 cents a week?
I don't.
Hey, Doug. Yeah, I just woke up.
I don't have enough subscribers yet to monetize.
If you knew your political stance, that would be over.
Oh, I probably be completely blocked. But yeah, I think you need 500, more than 500 subscribers. I'm only at 276.
I was always thinking, man, I'd like to some good
So your clock's really fast. What's happening?
Alternative media site, you know.
Doing my thing.
I've got it picked out and all that. I'm just kind of lazy to do that.
I never started Classic Radio Roundup with the intention of monetizing. So even if I get that many subscribers, I probably won't do it because I would feel it would go against my grain to charge for that nonsense.
Oh yeah, who cares about that crap? That's for kids.
So you're working 3 and you're off 3?
Don't worry about it.
I'm the bottom man on the total pole in this place, so.
Well, I like the fact that people enjoy it, you know, and then shows that there is quality content on those frequencies. It's not all, you know, nonsense and all knobs of the right and, you know, chaos. There are, you know, oases around on that band.
But it's the craziest
yeah,
schedule. There's our afternoon stuff. I mean, I go in around noon. I got 6 o'clock at night. That's it. Just drive around Dutton County to the auto parts. So. Nice car.
Yeah, it happens. I hear it. They're in my pass band, and I don't like it.
Yeah, you know how I feel. So, Pete, did you take notice the last 3 times I spoke with you on here, I was on here with 30 watts?
Yes. And you always have a reasonably good signal. But I can tell tonight you're doing something more.
But did you notice what happened when I was on with 30 watts?
Yeah. Sounds like you got
Is
more
it
radio
similar to
time.
what's happening right now?
Yes. Not only that, but other people who use this mode who are stupid also.
Well, hey, you know, people are glued to frequencies. I swear they're glued to them. Like, I always use 1880 to call CQ on, and I'm going to go to 1880 and call CQ. It doesn't matter if somebody's 3 kilohertz away. I always use, like, just go down a little bit in the dial. They'll find you. Especially these days, well, you know, people spin the VFO. I know I do. But all these people with their waterfalls and everything now, you don't need to be on a particular frequency. They'll find you. If they're looking for somebody, they'll find you. But people can't seem to get that into their heads that, you know, that there's waterfalls and people dial around and they're not beholden to particular frequencies per se.
Yeah. Well, W2VW following is
But I just kill everybody.
subject to, never mind. But anyway.
Nah, I just had to jump to the side for a second. We got another guy out here, new guy out here in Collegeville. Goes by flip flop. I don't know if he can make it to you. He's running a 4-foot magnet down on his roof.
The 1880 is busy. I have cameras on. There's nothing on
As long as the magnet mount is radiating up the top of that roof, you ought to be able to make the trip. I just got a copy on Badger.
A couple of 3 kilohertz at least because we're using more bandwidth. But 1 + 1
Hey,
equals
flip flop,
5.
where'd you go, man? Badger's calling you.
I just don't get that mentality. It's kind of like, we're here every night.
You did,
This is when we get on. Or you can make up stuff like, I don't know.
Yeah, you got a copy. Do you get a copy on Badger?
Or I only have crystals, that's more made up crap. Or the band was fading and you hear me, but I don't hear you.
Come on back, flip flop.
Sometimes I run a little bit short, but the guys on Drop Bucket that we're hearing right now, they're kind of funny because if you spend any time listening to them, I defy you
It's quiet out there this evening.
to tell me their first sign. There's one or two guys.
Did you hear
The
that?
rest of them, I don't think they have call signs.
Yeah, I
He
don't
said he's got
understand
3
that
S units
whole
on you.
holding to a frequency thing. And you know, I mean, if I came on and I hear people on AM here on 1885 talking,
Alright, well, I'm going to step to the
I'm going to
side.
go far enough away that
I'll
they
be
are not in
listening.
my
I'm
passband, and I'm
not going to be
get on
directing
public
traffic.
people. Why people feel like they need to do that? I don't get it. Like, you know, like every once in a while,
I can't hang
I
out
have
in
10
the car
minutes
too
here
much
on
tonight. I got to get home.
29.005. Well, I'm not calling CQ on 29, and I'm not calling CQ on 29.010.
What's
I'll
that?
go to 020, or 030, or 040. I'll be found. People, I don't understand. I really
I
don't
come up
understand.
here once in a while. This is my spot. I love this spot, man. It's one of my favorite radio spots in the county.
Getting paid to do this. That's
Yeah,
why I
it's a good
look
spot,
at
man.
all
You
different
come in
levels.
really
Some
strong.
people are electronic geniuses, but they can't.
Yeah, I could talk to a lot of you guys. I mean, I could talk to everybody like from all over, but I don't give everybody a strong signal everywhere I'm at. But up here, I'm
Well,
right in your
all I
neighborhood.
can say is the crystal filter and
Man,
phasing in this
off of Swamp
what
Lake
is it,
and Cougar.
70 plus year old receiver does a pretty fair job of getting rid of
It's
that
actually
nonsense.
Limerick Community
It
Park.
takes away from the beautiful fidelity that you're putting my way, but at least I'm not hearing
Doug,
them.
are you part of
So
the
it's a trade-off.
Pottstown Area Radio
I'd
Club?
rather not hear them and hear you
The
at reduced
Pottstown
fidelity
Area
than
Radio
hear you
Club.
at great fidelity and hear them too.
I was a while ago.
So even though the radio is old, it still has effective filters.
I used to be.
Okay, yeah, we were just talking about that. I was
The
wondering.
sidebanders that are just up
I
frequency
know
from us
Ron
in
is
our
still
passband,
involved, and
which is
I think
damn
Skyrider says
amateur.
he's involved.
Are you here, Sidebanders in now?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see operator Ron and Skyrider
You
being.
don't usually hear him, Pete. I hear him and I'm like, these jackasses. And he's like, what?
I'll part of the cheeseburger
Well,
for a second.
most of the time my mind filter just blocks them out. I know they're there, but I don't pay no attention because, you know what? Like, if they were there first, we would move down in frequency. But we were here first, so they should find another frequency.
What's happening?
Actually, with those guys,
Is that Joker?
they're there. I can't decipher any real call signs.
You guys just got quiet. Yeah, I came down from the hill.
They've done it to us.
Is that Mad Driver out there?
We're on here, and they get on, and I know damn well they hear us, because I can bring up an SDR
Hello. You sound good today.
down there in the land of bare feet, and I come in just fine, so
I'm nursing.
I don't want to hear it, they don't hear me.
Give me a minute.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't go to bother to listen to them directly. I don't want to miss anything that's actually going on. I just employ filters and notch them
I'm
out.
just driving away. I was at the park.
When there's a QSO,
But I gotta go home.
I'll listen.
Gotcha.
There's nobody on AM, I'll listen like an off night or something like that.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you hear me
What's
okay?
going on there? And it's kind of telling.
When I first walked in the room, you're now you're cutting in and out.
Like the Ring Down family runs the
Yeah, I'm driving down Ridge Pike now. Headed home. I was up there at the main
Oh,
drag.
so this is a regular crowd. So they're the type that they're married to their frequency. And,
Yeah, I lost
you
you.
know, their VFOs are locked and they're all crystal controlled and they can't go anywhere else.
No, none of that. There's no crystal controlled SSB stuff. That's extremely rare. Just somebody pick that frequency and they're going to use it and they don't care what's going on.
Hey, Flip Flop, you still got a copy of me?
Roger that.
They don't really come
Oh,
in
yeah,
here
you're
very
hitting me hard,
hard.
man.
I
I'm
can do
just
the
driving
same thing
down
as you.
Ridge
I
Pike
can,
and you're giving me,
I can squash them right out. It's
like
just the
10
fact
pounds.
that it's lidsmanship. And it's like everything else that's going down the drain.
You hear a joker out there?
In politics and current events, all the things that are circling the drain, they're right there. It's the same crap. Because I remember this band.
Well, it is Classic Radio Wednesday, but you wouldn't know it because Hammer Cruise on 160 meters.
When that kind of
160
stuff
meter round?
never happened.
Yeah,
The
right?
biggest reason it never happened was there's no slop.
No, Classic Radio round, no.
Well, I was agreeing with you, and I was just my first comment about them married to the frequency was true. The rest of what I said was completely and utterly tongue-in-cheek with the lockdown single sideband radios. They're married to the frequency, and the VSOs are locked. They can't go anywhere else. Maybe they don't know how to go anywhere else. Maybe their antennas are cut, dipoles cut for the frequency, and it can't go anywhere else. But yeah, they're the type of lids that are married to the frequency, and they don't know how to go up a few KCs and get out of somebody's passband, which would be good amateur practice.
Don't worry, after tonight that will be removed from the record.
Yeah. Well, we know. We all know. AA3.
So do you guys hear them now?
We're here to be fair.
I don't now because I got my filters employed. But actually, I can hear a touch. Yeah, they're there.
Depends on your C-band.
It has been a day, hasn't it? I just got back in for loading up PA equipment for tomorrow. My graduation, we have a 9/11 remembrance, so it's been a weird day. Tomorrow's gonna be a weird day too.
Steve, do you get the whole video?
Remembrance of 9/11. I believe I do. I don't know if you know who Charlie Kirk is.
Yeah, I could probably make a recording. I listen.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware.
I listen to pretty wide
Follower of him, so
the frequency was
it's a weird day.
But then I can take it down and move off to one side and
Terrible.
see anymore.
Yep,
The thing is, sideband SSB used to sound like total crap. You know this.
Yeah, I'll keep it BC on Classic Radio Roundup. Now maybe Friday night, Classic Radio, they're on a different channel, things might change a little bit.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now, if you have the very best stuff, it doesn't sound so bad. Not as good as they never will be, but it gets close. And when everything's a little behind, it gets really close. So if I got to start pinching my stuff and moving off to one side to get rid of
How's everybody else doing out there?
these like mosquitoes trying to buzz through my screen door, I might as well be on sideband.
Yeah, I have to narrow my bandwidth up. And then I was just playing around here. I like to keep it on 8K wide because the fidelity. That's the beauty of AM. I want the fidelity. I go to 3.5 wide, and I get rid of them, but then I pinch everybody's audio off. It's still good, but it's not as good as the reason that I'm on AM to begin with. And
That sounds good.
I can get rid of them with a trade-off. So I'd rather not have to get rid of them. They shouldn't be there.
For tonight, well, I'm going to use my little frequency analyzer I have. So we had gotten talking the other night about what people's frequencies are like, but I can't find my phone.
Maybe that icon's got some pretty tight skirts. I don't know what the bandwidth is on that thing. I imagine it's selectable at least a little bit. Probably is. But I don't know what your current bandwidth is. But maybe you got really sharp skirts, which is highly probable.
Well, right now I'm at 9.0. Okay.
Yeah.
That way, listening to what you guys hear, you actually get to see what the frequencies are on my speaker looks like.
AM on 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mine doesn't go any wider than 8, but I suspect that it's naturally a little wider than 8. Yours is an 8 and 3.5. And I hear them at 8, but I kill them at 3.5.
My phone, distance away and all that stuff will change frequencies a little bit. But at least you get to see differences between people's voices where they are on the spectrum, higher
90% gone. There's one or maybe two of them that's got, they're probably using RM Italy or something for an amplifier.
Hams do use those amps on these bands.
Why? Yeah, I'm not hearing nothing either. I'm not reading 15, so I don't know.
messed up my antenna.
Oh, there's Jim with his compromised antenna. Hi, Jim.
What's going on? What's new? I was sitting here listening to you and going on there. What's got your bread wrap twisted there?
Well, I'm not as twisted as Dave is, but I am on board with what Dave is saying about some sidebanders up frequency a little bit from us, a little snuggled too close, and they're regular offenders of firing up in our passband when we're already here.
I can see go on sideband, like right where they are, but I don't want to get on sideband. What are you telling me, W?
Go ahead, Jim. You were squashed. I can tell you were there, but I don't know what you said.
Sorry.
Jim.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you and Dave doubled it, so I didn't hear what you said.
Oh man, now I got to pull that old man card. Oh no, I said I was listening for a bit, but I didn't hear nothing either side. So everything was quiet on my end, but I just figured my goofy antenna.
Yeah, well, maybe our antennas are optimum and we're hearing more than you guys are hearing, or whatever. They're not all that strong. I could tell they're there. They're not interfering with us, but I can tell they're there, and it's not the first time they've done it.
Okay. Yeah, I might have had a good chance. Tim there, I would have had a good chance of hearing them.
Not even the first dozen times.
They did it to us all last winter.
Yeah. It's alright. That's why they make MRI tubes.
Yeah, I don't have an MRI tube, but I am doing the best that I can.
Hey, tell you what, you're doing really good. I'm not going to give you a freaking audio report, but you're doing really good.
How about a signal report?
Let's see, should I give you a signal? Yeah, your signal's really good, Pete. I just told you that.
I know. I'm just having fun, but I am enjoying having my open wire feeder doublet up and running once again. It was a rocky road to get in there, but not exactly the way I wanted to do it, but it is working, so I'm pleased. And especially now that I got foliage trimmed back from my feeders, which I now believe are giving me fits.
You're taking ass, you're taking names. I don't tell everybody that.
But it doesn't work. It's not supposed to work. The tuner's not supposed to work. Doublets don't work. Open wire feeders are ancient. That's like, last century, spark gap transmitter type stuff. That doesn't work.
Okay, well, at least you confirmed that I'm not looking for little voltage. Yeah, I don't hear anybody in the distance because I got.
Are you running the amp or no, Jim? Yeah. Your signal now is what your signal used to be without the amp.
It is what it is.
That's all right. Well, we understand the situation, and better a compromised antenna than no antenna. I know you'll fix it, because I know you, Jim. You can't live like this for long.
And if you can't fix it, we'll come over there and have a picnic.
Ooh, a picnic. Yeah, but we'll never get the antenna up.
Is the pool still open, or did you close the pool?
No, that's closed. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, once it sits down, forget about it.
Oh, well then I'm out. You're not getting me over there to do antenna work till you open the pool again.
I don't think I want to be able to manage.
Oh, I'm so old school. I still wear cut-off jeans.
Well, that's a little bit better.
It's all I ever wear to go swimming in. Cut-off jeans.
You're bad. They guess you didn't find it.
Grandkids,
Well, it's not at the right time anyway.
floating around.
So you finally came into Studio B, huh?
Yeah, I was on 160 for a little bit.
Unless it's a private pool.
Yeah, I can hear pretty
I
well
don't do
tonight.
public
I can hear all
pools.
you guys tonight.
Do you think you can talk?
I tried, but nobody heard me.
Oh, well.
I was down there going, breaker, breaker, 19, breaker, breaker.
I'm in here too. How's that 160 meter antenna working for you?
So far, so good. There's Wayne. And who else is that? Somebody double.
Yeah, Freebird.
Oh, they're Freebird. Train waving.
He's over there on Classic Radio Roundup. We're asking him how his antenna worked out. Wayne is in there. Wayne is giving us some support. I picked him up and he helped over there.
There's two others out there. Who else is out there listening?
And he was asking how it was working out for him.
Hey, Joker, what's going on? It's been a long time, Joker.
Yeah, I haven't had much time to come in the radio room
Wayne
lately.
was good support.
Hearing you.
And I needed to refill my fishing reel with line. He held the spool while I wound. Made life easy.
Alright, listen, I'm gonna grab a snack and I plan to be back. I'll leave the lights on for you.
Ah, well, you're a poet, you don't know it.
I know how to recruit quality friends. Quality or the quantity.
Train with a snack attack.
That's why I work on my antennas by myself, because I don't get along with anybody else.
You know, it's too funny. I'm thinking to myself, man, I put up both of my doublets and put up these open wire feeders, and nobody came over to help me.
Snack attack too.
Yeah, and they work really well, and they don't fall down. The only thing is, you gotta walk 10 miles to do it, especially on this band.
You know, when I was out there and clearing the foliage from my feeders, and then I added on my 8 feet to each end. It's a long way from this end to that end, and then I get up the hill looking for the other end of the antenna. I'm like, I don't remember quite where I tied it off, so I started looking at trees for rope. And I used dark colored blue rope. It was like, it took me a little while to find it.
It was near the rock.
Well, that pretty much describes everywhere up there. And there's this one area that the one side of the antenna is over. It is literally like just a pile of boulders. There's a pile of boulders. There's piles of boulders.
27.115.
Nothing goes right there.
Yeah, we looked around places. It was kind of cool, but
I like it because, well, the main backyard or the dog yard area that we've cultivated, there's some rocks, but there's some dirt too. So it's a pretty good area. And the main use area there's not really obstructive or dangerous type boulders where on the sides it kind of is. But then you get outside the dog yard, the fence, man, it ain't nothing but boulders, and I'm amazed that the trees even grow there. Like, I don't even get a purchase of this stuff. As I'm going up the hill, I'm climbing up the rocks to find the other end of my antenna. Right, because I'm going up. But then coming back down and being mindful of my age, like, I have to pick my path, and then I'm doing the stupid, crab walk thing so I don't break my neck coming back down.
yeah, you're trying to conserve your muscles because you're not climbing all over the rocks all the time. You're only doing it while you're working. And you don't want to feel like the next morning.
Yeah, well, if I fall up there, break my ankle, or bang my head, it could be a really long time before somebody finds me.
Oh, I get that. Trust me. Like when I ran away from the bees, I'm like, something happened to me out here. Nobody's going to find me. Probably for 5 or 6 hours. Let me head towards the house.
I mean, if I'm outside the dog yard fence area, in the woods, and I fall and knock myself out, it's going to be a really, really long time before someone finds me.
Jerry, any chance to work on that antenna there, Seabagger?
What's that?
C83RE. Like
Did you
when,
ever get a chance to work on that antenna?
I think it was over 10 years ago now, might be 15 years ago, I fell off the roof.
You're being
Gave
No,
myself
I
a
haven't done
concussion
anything
and
to
broke
that
my
yet.
elbow and split
I
my
got to
kneecap
pull
in
it
half.
down.
I was laying on the driveway because I couldn't move.
that's always fun. How high is it
I
up
didn't
there?
have my cell phone on me, and the wife was at work, so I couldn't call for help.
And, you know,
So I
it's
laid
going to be
there,
the usual pain in the butt to
and
bring
then it
down.
started to rain. I go, crap. So I had enough consciousness, like, I'm going to crawl under the garage and
Is
just
it
get
on,
out of the
is it
rain.
on like a tower or
So
is
the
it?
wife gets home.
Cause I know you got to do some stuff for your when you got your roof done. Is it on the roof?
Well, it's supported by Radio Shack stainless, or not stainless, but galvanized steel mount, whatever it is.
A83RE, so just to be clear.
And wall mount. And I got 3 wall mounts on the side of my garage.
Well, in my defense,
Okay.
I'm on adult beverage number 3.
Actually, I should say the back of my garage.
So, like, I'd rather ID too much than not enough. Last thing I need is an OO card or a letter from the
No, I
SEC.
don't need a
I
bucket. I shouldn't.
Just some leaves and a back brace.
Oh, he's been on 40 and 80 with that
You know,
belt so far.
too
I don't
strong.
know if you've been any higher, but I think 40 and 80.
Strong back and weak-minded kind of people, and maybe some road.
I'm weak in both those departments.
Sorry, you got a helper that has a hammer.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put a rope around the top part of the mast and put a pulley up on the top of the roof or something, because I know once you start to tip the mast down, it's going to bend in the middle from the weight of the antenna. Because if I remember right, you know, when I put the thing up many years ago, Pete was here.
Got him up to 10 meters,
And
did
he
you?
actually went up on the roof, and I put the mast up first, and he just took the rotor and the rest of the mast and the
Did you
antenna
get him
and
tuned
popped
up
it
to
down
10
on top of
meters?
it. So, you know, probably reverse the other procedure, and then somebody would have to go off roof. I'm not afraid of ladders, but I'm afraid of transitioning from a ladder to the roof because I seem to have lost my coordination.
Oh, so you got both, what's 28 feet to 5 and then 29 again, to give him 2 spots?
I'm fine once I'm at a certain point. And then every once in a while, it's getting better. I'm like, that little uneasy feeling.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I was in my 20s, I used to scamper up ladders and jump on the roofs like, and didn't even think about it. Somewhere along the way, I lost my ability to do that. Now I'm like scared to do it.
Yeah, that's why I get over 100 views a week on my video gates. There's nobody there and nobody's interested.
I need a shot of 40 years ago.
I got start reported 11 meter FTA. I'm going to do that as a gag.
I'm not a young buck anymore.
Yep, I hear that. Body only puts up with too much nonsense.
FTA. You know what FTA is, right? Oh, forget about it, yeah. What do you mean forget about it?
Yeah, that's the thing that extend the thing up on the side or whatever you're getting up on it. Get on the first rung and literally jump up and down on it and sink it into the ground as much as you can.
And at what strength. So when you're cruising along 10 meters, moving around, looking for your buddy or somebody you want to
When the roof was only
nothing.
the peak
You
level,
go down to
the
FTA,
bottom of the roof was
and you
only
pop
about 8
it on
feet or
there,
9 feet off the
your
ground. I could put a step ladder there and climb to the top of the step ladder and turn around and
it spits out
push my butt up onto the roof.
and their signals
I
train,
can't do that anymore.
where they are and what time
Yeah,
it
I
was.
hear that. Yep.
And it's like,
Yeah, I don't even want to do that.
okay, I'll
Anything
be
of that
able to
nature
hear my
anymore.
friends.
Yeah, it's like a
Get a little bit stronger.
And that's the appeal of it for me.
I hold on to sort of comment on your way. So we get ready.
As long as I can hear them, they hear me.
Hello, where'd everybody go?
We're still here.
Okay, alright. Well, it got quiet. I came to the house over and I couldn't hear nobody.
In their 80s,
This
some
college
early
was down.
80s, and
Yeah, now I'm up here on in the front Streamlight.
Where's Greenlight?
Streamlight.
Where's that at?
Eagleville. Right next to the jail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Streamlight, the flashlight.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
What up there, 1, 2, 3, how you doing?
Over there.
Hey, good, man. Good to hear you out there, Freebird. I think I heard Skyrider out there, too.
Hey, guys. Mobile at the moment. Driving home from Philly. I'm on 422. Just on the way in.
Hey, you sound really good, man, from 422. Whereabouts are you?
What exit is that here?
Yeah, I think I had DXCC there in the 70s. I'm good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Wegmans, Walgreens. Okay, yeah, you're not far from me. I'm over here in Eagleville.
Roger that, yeah.
Alright, man, there's Skyrider. You got a copy on the Freebird?
Absolutely. He's loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, you're doing good. Pretty old mobile.
Yeah, that mobile sounds really good, Skyrider. What is that?
Yeah,
What
and
did you
then
say,
as soon as it
Quad
gets noisy there, that's when I go to 29 megahertz AM because I get the same kind of distances and higher quality people and no interference and none of that nonsense.
Hey, Skyrider, did you say Quad 5?
Living in or breathing. I was up on 2905. I think it was Monday. Monday morning I went up there. Nothing was going on there. But I did try. I was up there.
Alright, there's Skyrider.
Yeah, I
5.
know. And I didn't get nothing on 15 meters either. Disappointed.
I don't know where he went. He's got quiet.
Trust me on that, Pete.
Yeah, he be gone.
I think John
How's it going there,
will
Freebird?
disagree with you on that statement. And you both proved it out. That we've been on 15. Hey, this is great. So maybe 10 is open. We're up to 10. Yeah, 10's open, but yeah, it's pretty marginal. I can hear you, but this is a good piece of strength. Back down to 15
Go
you
out
went.
there and get on it now. The last time I used it, I had to put the red double mic on it in order to get out of there.
Yeah, 10-4, 10-4. I was thinking you need to get a better
See,
mic.
that's also something you need to
For
consider.
your
And this
base
is all
station,
on my
get a
tri
base
game,
mic
so
on it, then you can
basically
use
the
that
same
mic on
antenna,
the
just a different
mobile.
wavelength.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
you know this, I mean, it's all with the MUF and where it's at, and all that kind of
I mean, it's
so
worth a shot, right?
we start out, sometimes on 15 meters and make the contact when single strength builds. Hey, all right, maybe 10's open now. Let's go to 10. Sometimes it's all right, yeah, it's good. And sometimes it's not so good. Back to 15. So yeah, it opens up earlier, stays open later. But when 10 is open well, that same path on 15 is not so good because the MUF's too high. You know all this. Hey, Terry.
You can actually hear me.
You know what? It's a good mic. Get yourself a red devil or a road devil.
I think I'm going to sign though. There's an hour left of the roundup. I should probably make my appearance. Or CDJ might get upset with me. Not really, but I'm sure he wants to hear from me at least a little.
Yeah, you're sounding good too.
Yeah, I got the red double on the base. I can take it out. Maybe I'll see if I can even get it.
I'll do better than that. I'll undo all the cabling that I got going on to the second channel. It was just an experiment to try the two channels at the same time in different parts of the chain. So I would not be pleased with myself if I didn't try it and then find out what the answer is. Now that I tried it and I know what the answer is, save my equipment from hammer smash, I'm going to undo all that cabling and stick with the single channel. So, experiment tried. The results have been noted, and then I know what to do from here. 883 thanks for the fun. copy. Oh, I did listen to a couple minutes of the gate there, so I did hear what I sound like. And yeah, it was on the phone, so not the highest quality. But can't complain about the results at all. All right, going to shorter wavelength. See you later. Good night. 8308.
All right, see you later, Don.
Yeah, I hope the best for you on that one. And her, obviously.
Yeah, roger that. Roger that. Today was really not a good day for the country, so hopefully personally it goes all well.
Yeah, 10-4 with that. 10-4 with that. Yeah, I hope she's resting and getting better.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she is in good spirits. She was moved from ICU today, just before I left, onto a normal room with just the telemetry. So from that standpoint, it's going well.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear. God bless. If everything works out.
Yep, thank you. I tell you what, that 422, even at that time of night, is nuts. So I'm gonna go back in the background and I talk to you when I get home.
Roger that. I'm gonna step out my mobile and see if anybody can hear me.
Oh. There you are. Countywide.
Old squeaky chair.
I was told by more than one person to not oil my chair, so I'm not going to oil it.
That way we'll know who it is if you throw carriers. We'll hear your chair.
I always oil my chair. I don't like it squeaking.
Nope, I'm going to keep my chair squeaky. It's the signature. Good evening, all. Sorry for my tardiness.
Yeah, you're sorry. What's up with that mic? The chair's nothing. It's that squeaky mic, crackling mic.
It's also a signature of this radio. Sandbagger will tell you what radio it is. Yeah, the one that goes bzzz.
There's a radio that goes bzzz.
Well, not so much the radio as the microphone. I thought you knew this one.
Maybe I do, but I'm old. I forget things.
Yeah, you're usually pretty sharp. You must be getting older because you would have had it. You've had it before. Anyway. Tram Titan.
Oh, you're back on that again.
Oh, yeah. It's a gooder. I like it.
I'm on the CPI 2000.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good sounding AM CPI. Not too many of them.
And I'm on my Trinidad 3.
Bagger, what you on?
I gain Utopia.
Not that one tonight, but I would have had to do a little bit of scrambling, so I let it slide.
Yeah, I haven't heard you on your Utopia in a while.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I decided to run it. I'm like, yeah, I haven't run this in a while.
You know, if you don't run them, what happens?
Yeah, they get pissed off.
Good evening, Night Train and JR and Pete.
Good evening, 123, Train.
Hello, 123.
Good evening there, 123. Oh, JR.
Yeah, they're all in decompression from coming up from the depths too quickly.
Takes a long time to get from there to here when you got a radio that only dials 1 kc at a time.
When's 5 out 7 going to come back to Classic Radio Roundup?
Well, I asked him that, and you know how he can be sometimes, and I got this roundabout, lawyer speak, vague kind of answer that never answered the question.
He said that I said that you said.
You know how he could be when he wants to be evasive.
Well, you know what I think? I think he recruited enough people from here to go down there that he don't care to come back here.
Maybe that was his motive all along. Let's see how many guys I can suck off of 11 meters and bring them down to 160.
Someday it'll be one day or someday, maybe. No more.
Yes, we are. Yes, we is, too.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that. That was a double triple.
I said, yes, we is.
No, I heard you, but I don't know what they said that you're replying to.
Say it again, JR. Oh, man. I said, I heard him say, there's nobody on 11 meters no more. Nobody goes 11 meters. That's what he said.
I heard Dave say when I first started running the video gate, yep, so the video gate's been running since 8 o'clock. Oh, they're all down there on 160 meters. The whole gang.
That's right. Yep, I was talking to him. That's what he said.
I could hear all of you tonight. My noise level was low.
Oh, you can hear me tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think of my audio?
I don't. Well, I gotta preface this. Your signal wasn't all that strong, so there was a little bit of noise in the background. I thought your audio was clean and clear and all, but it wasn't like broadcast boomy quality like Dave has.
Well, he told me not to touch nothing.
I mean, it's absolutely crystal clear, but you lack a lot of. I mean, you don't have the bass response. You don't have that boomy bass response that kind of makes the difference.
Oh, I could put it in there, but then when I do, he don't like it.
Yeah, but then you sound like him.
Well, maybe he doesn't want the competition then, and he's throwing me a curve.
Keep the student one step below you.
Well, everybody's got their own opinions, I guess, and maybe his receiver is a little more sensitive to it or something.
Well, maybe I'll try sneaking in a little bit of lower frequency response in the future, and maybe I'll try sneaking it in and see what happens.
I mean, don't go by me. I mean, I'm getting an S4 off of you and off of a piece of crappy antenna, and
Well, I'll take crystal clear. And I actually heard Billy did a video, or not a video, an audio gate tonight, and I was listening to some of it. I didn't listen to all of it. And of course, I'm listening on the phone, so that's kind of subjective. But it was Dave talking, me talking, and I was comparing me to Dave, and I didn't hear a whole lot of difference. Obviously, our voices are different, but I didn't hear a whole lot of difference.
Yeah, it probably would have been a lot stronger if, you were full quieting, Dave, I noticed a lot of times, I was getting a lot of selective fading tonight from him. And it was all that shifty, phasey sound.
He was getting all of them, too.
Yeah, and he was running watts tonight. He was running the watts. And he was, at times, 55 dB over.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of that shifty phasey, too. How about me, Dave? How'd that sound?
I heard him belly aching about sidebanders. So I didn't hear them either, but then I wouldn't expect to.
Dave, how did I sound tonight?
You sound fabulous. You were like S7, S8, and I mean, you don't have that broadcast quality sound, but you're crystal clear. I mean, there wasn't a hell of a lot of difference between, I shouldn't say that, but it sounded good.
I tell you what, I don't intend to bother the HF thing. I mean, what is that audio file thing? Not right now. I'm too busy learning, man. I lost my waterfall for probably almost 15 minutes.
Give it time, you'll be there. Give it time.
Yeah, you just like Chucky said, you just need some time behind the windshield. That's all.
That's right.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Well, as long as you heard me crystal clear at S4, I'll take that. That's fine, because you weren't getting everything that it's got, I don't think. But when I listen to Billy's Gates, the way he records, it's kind of in a similar fashion to the way I used to record on that Kenwood, right into the computer. And there's no artificialness or nothing. It is what it is. Sound pretty good to me.
Pete, I want you to send me one of those. You're a Dave one.
Yeah, I can't even send you a text more than 3 characters long. I'm not going to be able to send you a 29.9 megabyte file. That's never going to happen.
Gonna have to send it to my email or something.
Yeah, that's probably the only way.
Yeah.
Anything on Vibebuster tonight?
How's this radio sound? Another person's receiver that has decent signal.
What's that, Dave? I think I keep up on you.
too loud. It's too much overlap.
Overlap.
How's that? Any better?
Still kind of like in your face.
I went back to the old President of Washington. There, I knocked the mic gain back a lot.
Oh, there you go. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, last time I used this Washington, I was told the audio was starting to die out. Like I was losing signal, but every meter looks good right now.
You sound really good right now. I wouldn't touch it. That's perfect.
Yeah, I don't think it's losing audio at all.
Nah, it sounds good like that.
10-4. Just let me turn a few more knobs, then I'll get back.
All knobs to the right.
No, don't turn any knobs to the right. Leave it alone. Glue it down.
All knobs to the right. Go ahead, touch them.
Words were running together. It was just too much. Now you backed it down. It's, each syllable is nice and stands by itself.
I tell you that Utopia sounds nice.
Yeah. I never had to modify this one. This is the way they come standard. They actually go down to 100 hertz or so.
Hey, you don't have to modify it out.
Yeah, this receive, I just went off of the SST Brown and Mobile. I felt like, yeah, I'll turn the President on tonight. And, man, this thing, the receive on this is really nice. Everybody sounds great.
Well, I thank you.
That for me is the best part, is the receiver. That's what makes or breaks a radio for me is the receiver quality. Transmitters a dime a dozen. You can make any transmitter sound good with a little bit of help,
Yeah, everybody was really scratchy. It was I guess it was a noisier receive on the mobile, but I guess the President's a little bit better for radio than that little mobile.
Yeah, this Tram Titan's got a nice receiver. It makes even average radios sound really good.
Hey, Night Train?
Hold on just a moment. Yeah, I have a copy. Who is that? That you, Freebird?
No, that was me.
No, somebody said, does anybody have a copy? Yeah, hold on for a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Freebird, you down in the grass. I think I might be, me and JR are probably the only ones that hear you. Don't worry.
I hear him, but he's got low audio.
I could tell he's there, but I couldn't understand what he's saying.
Hello again, Skyrider. Freebird, can you turn the mic up?
I remember when he used to talk on the Mobile way back when he had this problem. Just didn't have audio gain. Good signal, but just really low audio.
I'm not even getting a signal on.
Yeah, I'm getting barely a signal, and there's just really no audio. There's some sort of voice there, but none of it's intelligible.
Wow, he's giving me 10 over, but he just has weak audio.
Well, he's close to you.
Ay. So what were you going to say, 1, 2, 3?
I was just going to ask you what mic you're using now.
This is the Super Sidekick. It's married to this radio. How's it? Is it all right?
I think it's a little mid-rangey.
Well, the what's his name is kind of bright anyway, and so this tone is down. In other words, what you're listening to is brightness 1 Atom 12 toned down a little, man.
Okay, so how much toned down is it? Is it halfway?
That I don't know. Maybe I should lower the much. How about that? That makes anything better?
Nah, it makes it worse. So it doesn't have a tone control?
No, it doesn't have a tone control, but the CP high is inherently bright from birth. So the Sidekick is actually knocking some of that edge off. This radio is naturally a little bright. I'm a little bright.
Yeah, but that's a sidebander's radio that happens to work on AM. So as long as it sounds clean and clear, it's not going to be high fidelity. It's acceptable. I know what the limitations are, but on sideband, things always sound beautiful.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying it sounds bad. I'm saying it just sounds like it don't sound like Train. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this is Train on the CPI. You don't do it too often, so I think you'll be able to endure it for a night.
Did you bring the CPI out to the barn, or did you run into the house? Is that why you disappeared on 160?
To me.
Yeah, I had to cross the yard, man. I had to get back in the house. And eventually I intend to do an 11-meter antenna over there. But I need a little help. Get by with a little help from my friends.
10-4.
Yeah, so anyhow, what you're listening to, 123 is Train on the CPI, which is definitely a bright radio from factory. But it's an excellent sideband radio, almost equal to a ham radio on sideband.
10-4. Now the Super Sidekick, though, I thought the Super Sidekick had a tone control.
If it do, I don't know about it. They do have a little compression thing underneath at the bottom, but if I mess with it, man, I'll lose the little that I do have.
No, don't play around with it if it's not right there on top.
Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that like a more of a range control of the volume control on the top, that screw on the bottom of the Sidekick?
Yep, there's no compression in a Super Sidekick. That's a +3 that has compression. Sidekick just has 2 volume controls.
Oh, is that what that is? Come again there, Freebird. No, not getting no feedback, but you're still quiet. Very, very quiet.
I can't hear him at all.
Well, I see his signal, but I can't hear what he's saying. There's a voice there, but it's so low.
Freebird, we can have secret clandestine conversations because the other guys can't hear it. We could talk trash behind their back.
Me on 160 meters.
You could probably talk to him on your walkie-talkie.
So you were breaker 19 on 160, Dave, I heard you say?
Oh, gee.
Did you say you were getting on 160 saying breaker 19?
Yeah.
I'd never heard it.
Of course you didn't.
And my antenna's working. I know it is.
I gave you the break.
Did you really, JR?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either, Dave.
Well, I figured JR or anybody would have heard me because he's vertical now for however temporarily, but and so am I.
JR, you sounded good vertically.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We ought to try it out, though, Dave. Let me, because, them guys might have been keyed with you when you said it, so that's not really a fair trial.
That's true. I could have gotten squished.
Very easily.
Tell you what, I'm right there now. If you want to go ahead and throw it out there, go ahead, and I'll sit there and listen.
Oh, hold on. I got to switch bands again.
Yeah. Hang on in just a second. Let my receiver. Well, come on. I got filaments.
So, Freebird, it sounds like you might have a need for a new microphone for that. Because right now it's going brrrr.
I got to jump out of here, guys. I'll talk to you next time, all right? I'm on the sides, 10-7.
Hey, I didn't see any money put in the toll box when you were up here in my neighborhood.
Nope. Gotta catch me.
Oh, I caught you. I heard you. You were blasting me out of my chair, but I was busy on the lot lower wavelength.
I think I broke that toll box. I fell out on the floor.
Well, yeah, you were pushing my needle all over to the right, making all kinds of noise. I had to turn the volume down. Distracting me.
Well, at least I turned my beep off for you.
Well, I appreciate the kindness.
Still feeding back, free bird.
No, I didn't. If you did, I didn't hear you.
I'll be up in the neighborhood tomorrow night, too.
Oh, I'm running a 160-meter dummy load.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing. All I hear is sidebanders.
Yeah, I didn't hear them either, but I figured I might be able to yank out. I kept an ear. I even put my headphones on, but couldn't yank you out, Dave. Sorry.
Yeah, you need more antenna.
Yeah, free bird, but it's still real low. Extremely low, like this right here, real quiet, like that.
And now?
That's a little better.
Oh, I actually heard him.
Is that any better?
Yeah, but then the boo is starting to come back.
My power got down.
Yeah, it's a shame. There's something wrong. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, sounds like feedback of some sort. RF.
Bring new batteries.
Yeah, that's probably what it is battery bump.
But he was just using that in his in the base.
Oh, okay, you're in the mobile then. Yeah, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, he just went from the base to the move.
It's nothing but a squeal that round.
Yeah, it's not working.
Not working, driver.
No, but your 160-meter doublet's working there, Steve. And so's that AL 1200, because you got approval from the sensei.
Yeah, from headquarters.
Yeah, if he approves of a piece of gear, you got the right piece of gear.
Well, Chuck liked it too.
As long as it works, it's a good piece of gear.
Well, Chucky's the other. He's not as brutally honest.
Chuck will beat around the bushes a wee bit.
He'll tell you the truth straight up, but Dave is a lot more brutally honest. There is a difference.
Do you hear me now?
like the difference, like Chuck would say, yeah, the AL80, that's a good amp, and then the AL 1200, Chucky would say, oh, that's a really good amp. He'll call them both good amps. Dave won't phrase it like that.
I hear you. So that means I got the 5 out of 7 seal of approval.
Yep, and he sets a really high bar on gear, and it doesn't necessarily have to be new, the latest or greatest or anything like that. But he knows something that will work, and he knows what stuff is crap.
Hey guys, I'm pulling the plug. Everybody have a good night.
Oh, good grief. I didn't even know you were out there, Badger. Good evening. Good night.
All right, have a good night, Doug.
Good evening, Badger, and good night. By golly.
Miss Amali. So what's your ETA on getting your regular antenna up there, JR?
Well, I just took a gander out there and see if they shipped it. It's still sitting out in Tennessee. But supposedly it's supposed to be here Friday. So, I don't know. We shall see.
I thought you just needed rope.
What's that?
I thought you only needed rope. I thought the squirrels ate through your rope.
That's right. That's all I needed. The rope. That's what I'm waiting on.
They don't have rope at Tractor Supply? Pretty sure they do.
No, I want my guideline rope.
You need that yellow rope like Night Train's got.
Well, he went and bought blue rope now. We hid the yellow rope in the pine trees.
I think the blue rope is less visible and it's aesthetically pleasing. I think the yellow rope just calls attention, all kinds of attention by the station supervisor.
Yeah, well, where the yellow rope is now, you got to go hunting for it to find it.
That's right. You do have to hunt for it.
Yeah, and you don't want to piss off the station supervisor, and the next thing you know, you won't be able to put stuff on your garage walls.
Yeah, or your balance line feeders will be ripped out and thrown in the yard.
Good thing we didn't try that big fat wide, the 5.5-inch ladder line.
I love my 5-inch space ladder line. And the wife doesn't care now since it doesn't go near the house.
You're out of sensor range.
Yep. If it's not within her normal radar view, then it's fine. If it's dealing with my shed, it's fine because it's my shed. But not near the house. Not going by windows. Oh no.
Dacron polyester, JR. Yeah, that's what they call it. That's what I ordered. So that's the rope I like. It lasts the longest for me. So except for the animals, I gotta them tree rats. You know, I gotta train them.
It's funny. I use plain old generic freaking like clothesline from Tractor Supply, and it lasts years, and the squirrels never ate it. So I don't know.
Well, what you don't know is you're in the dark over there. Your rope's always in the shade.
Well, that could be the difference. It pretty much, yeah, my rope is always never in direct sunlight, that's for sure.
And you don't have crazed squirrels either. Those squirrels over at JR's place are aggressive.
Have a 22, we'll travel.
My squirrels are nuts. Where did you order the rope? R&L? No, it's someplace out in Tennessee. Yeah, someplace out in Tennessee. I have to get the information. Is it the same company you ordered your coax from? No, No, this is out in Tennessee there. But no, that was RF something, I think. I don't know, RF Limited. Yeah, I don't know. I got my coax from them and the rope. I just, I'm also, now when you guys talking, I'm also a little bit worried with de-estating when I put 55 foot of water pipe up in the air. Maybe I have to paint it navy gray or so. I don't know about that. But no, Davis's RF. That's where I got the coax. So, yeah. Anyway, nope. Well, anyway, I ain't going to worry about it. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to do the squirrel repellent, and I'm going to put a little piece of PVC, probably about 2 foot up the line there, 3 foot up the line, whatever. I'll come up with something, but I'm going to try to make it squirrel-proof. I never, it's just one of those goofy things. You're right. It's the same thing up on the camper. I got to put my hose away for the grill. Next time I come up there, these suckers had chewed my freaking hose, for the gas line. And now I have to, each time before I leave, I have to take everything apart and lock it up. Man, what's wrong with them things? I don't get that. I don't know where they get their lunch habits at. I hope they all got a sore stomach, turned inside out. No, I hear you. It's an odd thing, but they do. Sometimes they just cause havoc, and
you got to deal with it. But yeah, I don't like that idea of the rubber hose there.
Yeah, good thing I caught it. Next thing, I light up the grill, and you have the fire spewing out underneath the desk, the table there, you know.
You know, I could take some axle grease on the rope too. You know what I mean? After I got it up, tie it up, spray it with the repellent, but then on the part that starts traveling up, go ahead and grease it. Maybe that will help. It won't hurt. Make things slippery though.
Put a rat guard on there.
A who?
A rat guard.
A rat guard? What the heck is that?
Well, you're obviously not a sailor, but if you ever seen ships tied up at the pier, they got rat guards on the mooring lines. Just basically cones that go over the wire or the rope, and they can't get past it. I got on all my shepherd's hooks with bird feeders here. I got rat guards on them. Keeps the tree rats from they can't pass it. They can't get around it. It's a cone. You know, it's basically a cone. You just put the rope through the center of the cone, and they can't get around the cone.
Oh, okay. So which way I take it? Yeah, okay. That's an idea. Well, anyway, obviously I'm not a sailor because I know knots. You said you don't know how to make knots, and I remember I busted on you about that the other day. You're sitting there doing that fishing string thing there, and you couldn't tie a knot. But you tied a knot, but you didn't know what knot it was. You said, I'm just a sailor. No, I'm a sailor, and you don't know knots. Something like that.
You were paying most attention, but you forgot the detail. I wasn't a deck ape. I was an engineer. We didn't have much call for tying knots to keep 1,200 pounds superheated steam in the pipes.
I got news for you. If you were going to be on my boat, you better know how to tie some knots.
I know how to tie knots, the ones that are important. Square knots and half hitches. The rest of them are just fancy, complicated, deck ape boatswain's mate type knots for doing macrame and all that kind of stuff. I don't do all that fancy rope work and all. Nah. Square knots and half hitches. If that doesn't get me through, then I just tie more of them and it'll hold.
Boy, with that kind of attitude, you're lucky you didn't wind up in the submarine.
No, that's the exact kind of attitude the engineers have. Because engineers, without the engineers, you know, if engineers ain't grooving, the boat ain't moving.
I'm only funning with you. But that's a good idea with the cones. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, the wife has been getting them on Amazon somewhere. And I don't think she used rat guard. I think it was squirrel guards. But to me, they're rat guards. They're always, because the ships always have rat guards. And it's the same damn thing, just on a smaller scale. But I think she was getting them on Amazon for not a lot of money. They're just plastic kind of cones meant for that job. And it really doesn't matter which way you face it. They can't get around it.
Yeah. Actually, they were right there where the beginning of the rope was heading up in the direction of the tree. It was right there near the tree. So they didn't go far. They just bit it right there or gnawed on it. You know, you see it all frayed and whatnot. And I'm like, man, you know, come on.
Well, put the rat guard to keep them off the wire, but then where it's near the tree, just paint it with some jalapeno sauce.
Yeah, they don't like peppers.
How often do I got to do that? Once a month? Back there, a hot, sweaty day there. A humid day, getting out there in the poison ivy.
Me, you have to just get the sticky stuff.
Yeah, grease that rope.
Yeah, squirrels don't deal so well with grease either.
Who would have thought it that we'd have to deal with squirrels?
I have a 12-foot aluminum boat on the side of my garage, and the other year I had a squirrel that was actually gnawing on the aluminum.
Wow. Geez, though. He must have been mentally challenged.
Yeah, some big gashes in the and the gunnel of the boat from the squirrel chewing on it.
Wow, that is pretty nutty. I mean, no pun intended. He's chewing on the aluminum.
And I kept repainting it and, squirting it with stuff and maybe trying to dissuade the squirrel, but eventually I guess he moved on to something else or he died or something. I haven't had any problems with boat gnawers lately.
Maybe he died. Maybe he OD'd on aluminum oxide.
Well, that would be a fitting end then.
He might have went over to a bigger boat.
Hopefully he doesn't like fiberglass.
He might be into titanium by now. You know, one thing leads to another.
Yeah, aluminum's just a gateway drug.
Yeah, we go for gold.
This squirrel's like, oh man. A squirrel smile, he has a silver tooth. And then it ends up over at JR's place. What was your squirrel, Dave?
On my beam, that's all I need.
It was probably your squirrel, Dave.
Yeah.
Come over there smiling. He smiled that squirrel smile. You see that long silver tooth hanging out? Does this look like a smile to you? Got a patch on his eye? Do it look like I'm smiling?
Arr, matey.
I come to eat your cable.
And everything else.
You better watch out there, Train. Get one of them crazy squirrels to start gnawing on your mask up there or your PDL too. Yeah, I think he might would go for that blue or yellow wire first.
Damn squirrels. They get up underneath your car and start gnawing on your electrical wire.
We had our I don't remember what year, a GMC pickup truck when we lived here, maybe 15 years ago. The wife used to park it outside under one of them canopies. And squirrels were building, I don't know, some kind of nest or storing their nuts or something right over the fuse box and I guess peeing on it or whatever and corroding out the terminals and whatnot. And one day she comes home and turns the truck off with her key in the hand and the truck's still running.
Little conductor there.
Yeah, that was kind of an expensive repair. But yeah, like that's when she went and bought her shed. That's it. Park it in the garage now.
Yeah, well, I had my first Metro. I had it parked in the back when I bought the second one. And over the fall, squirrel went and stored all his nuts in the air filter. I went and took that apart, and all these nuts come out of it.
Yeah, they find these places and they move in.
That and the mice.
Yeah, mice do the same thing. They stash in all kinds of places.
I think they first cousins. Don't forget the red squirrels.
Uh-huh.
Well, there you go.
I haven't seen no red squirrels around here.
I've seen some black ones, though. Last couple of years, all of a sudden they're black squirrels.
There's been black squirrels across the street from me for years, but I never see them on this side of the street. That's like really weird to me, but there's black squirrels across the street.
Well, they have higher standards, I guess.
Yeah, there are definitely black ones around. I see them more around the Holy area. But the red squirrels I'm referring to up in Maine, that's where I see them. They're a little bit smaller and they're literally squirrels. You know what I mean?
I kind of wish that I could bring some of them black squirrels home. They're up around Niagara Falls, New York.
but they're also in Bala Cynwyd, PA. They got a bunch of them down there. And I'm like, man, it would be nice to bring them home, but then I guess the gray squirrels would probably kill them if you put them in the neighborhood.
Well, I got gray squirrels on this side of the road, but on the north side of the road, right here in downtown Fegleysville, there are black squirrels, and they've been there for years across the road. I see them over there, but they never come over on this side of the road, and I always thought that was strange.
Got them in my backyard.
Do you really?
Yeah, well, first time I saw them were, like, I guess 2 years ago. So I saw one, and then I started seeing them in a bunch of other places. They seem to be multiplying.
No, eventually they might even just go as far as to melt in, and next thing you know it, they all be the same color.
Yeah, but black and gray is what? Just darker gray?
Yeah, it end up being darker and you won't even know he is a descendant.
We'll call that a tabby squirrel.
Maybe we can get some Italian squirrels in our neighborhood.
Yeah, they're the ones with the spaghetti, right?
You know, you guys want somebody to tear up your wires, we'll tear your wires up. If you want the cable to come down, we'll bring it down.
Yeah, and if you don't want it to happen, you gotta pay some money for protection.
That's just what I'm saying. Spanky, go ahead and show them what it's gonna cost to keep this thing up, eh?
That's a big old 10-4 on that one.
We don't have to say Kilo Bravo.
Kilo Bravo?
Yeah.
Is that anything like Bravo Sierra?
And all that stuff. Tango, Echo, Fox, Papa. I'm like, what? Can you repeat that?
Don't need any of that call sign nonsense here. This is a free-for-all band.
There you go.
Yeah, it sounded like Channel 6 there for just a moment.
Oh, God forbid.
Bye, 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 bye. Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Breaker, breaker, breaker.
You breaker.
Just don't bring that stuff to the shorter wavelengths and ruin it.
Yeah, I just got down.
You mean the longer wavelengths?
Yep, that's what I mean.
And I'm getting on down.
I like the to go behind, getting on down. I like that.
Yeah, some weird gotta do it.
Getting on down.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Pumpkin pie. That's coming in the season. Yes.
Yeah, well, we were at the diner tonight, and the wife wanted a piece of pumpkin pie, and they said, we don't have any. She's like, huh?
Tasty Cake's been making their pumpkin pies, and I've been taking advantage of those.
There's nothing like a pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
It'd be good stuff. Absolutely. There's some table syrup on there. Hey, maybe some whipped cream if you got it. That's how I roll with it.
The last pie I had was a rhubarb pie out there in Lancaster. That was good. Man, that was good.
All right.
Last pie I had was Monday at Shady Maple, and it wasn't even really pie, but it was busted cream.
I tell you what, I get their shoe fly pie when I go there.
I always leave with some woo pies.
Whoopoo! I haven't been there in a few years. Time just flies.
I was there on Monday. 2 seniors, please. I'm not. I don't know. Like it's a double-edged sword. It has its advantages, but I enjoy saying that. 2 seniors.
Ah, Have you crossed over into the senior zone yet? I didn't think you were quite old enough.
Yep, for the diner and restaurant purchases, I qualify. Yep.
Oh yeah, what's their what are they at 60? I guess.
Yep, 60.
Wow, I must be a super senior then.
Super senior.
Hey, they just give you small portions.
Good old boy, good old boy.
Yeah, well, I liked saving that couple of extra dollars at the Shady Maple, just by saying, "Yep, I'm a senior. I want to save my money."
I was happy this year I could get my senior lifetime fishing license. I don't have to get another one. It's good for life now.
There you go, that's awesome.
Ah, that's what I heard. My brother told me about that too. Yeah.
You know, I finally got to use one of the benefits that they enacted into law a few years back that I didn't ever get to take advantage of until this year. But as a veteran, I get into national parks now for free. So I used to be, I roll up to these national parks on the bike on my excursions, got paid to go through. Well, I went to the Sequoia National Forest. I rolled up to the gate and I said, I'm a veteran. So I showed them my ID and they're like, here you go. And I got a lifetime national park pass. That made me feel good.
Oh yeah, you deserve it. You served our country, man. Absolutely.
Finally got to take advantage of that. It made me feel good. That was worthwhile.
Yep, man, you should. Absolutely, that's awesome.
It's more money now I got to spend on beer.
Attaboy.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's kind of cool thing that they did. I mean, a lot of things they do, they whatever they say they do for veterans or whatever. I never get to take advantage, or I don't, of all those things. But that one, that's a worthwhile one for me. That's like, yeah, I completely agree with that one.
Well, like Freebird said, you earned it.
Yeah, I wish I'd have done that sooner when I was doing more traveling.
Where did he actually go again? I missed that.
Sequoia National Forest, the big giant redwood trees and sequoia trees in Northern California. Sequoia National Forest.
Oh, no shit. Oh, that's awesome. That would definitely be something to see there. You can actually drive in between them, and I think there's one that's split partially on the bottom. You can actually drive through it. Yeah, that's definitely something to see there, absolutely.
Yeah, they're big trees. Like, I think I got big trees here at 135 feet. These things are 300 feet tall, and they're like 12, 15, 18 feet in diameter. Like, holy crap!
You wonder how old them trees are. I've seen those trees. You could drive a pickup truck to the base of one of them.
Those trees, some of those trees are 2,000 years old. They were saplings when Christ was on the planet.
Yep, basically. Yeah, you got that right.
I sure hope nothing don't happen to them, man. Even when they had those forest fires, do you know those trees still survive?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing right there. That's got to tell you something right there. You really think just a tiny bit deep about it, that's got to tell you something. They're 2,000 years old. That's back when Lord Jesus Christ is in human form. He got crucified and rose again 3 days later. It's got to tell you something.
Yeah, that is pretty incredible, though. Something like that is 2,000 years old. Been living on this planet for 2,000 years. When our Lord Jesus Christ was walking the planet, those trees were there. They may have been, young little saplings or whatever, but man, it's just incredible that a living thing is 2,000 years old.
I guess they qualify for a senior discount.
Oh, yeah, and then some.
I would have been proud of you if you would have struck the antenna on top of them.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, if you strike an antenna on top of one of them rifles, then you could be getting on down.
JR, I think we would have needed your bazooka pumped up to about 250 psi to get over them trees.
And I would have to use my little missile on it, smaller one. Yeah, that's a hike. I couldn't imagine, but that'd be fun.
Yeah, knowing your luck though, 2,000-year-old tree, you'd stick an antenna in it and it would promptly die.
Oh, I could get 160 meter vertical, full quarter wave vertical up that sucker.
There's no doubt you put one of the trees over Cali. You'd be able to talk to anybody over here. I don't know. You might just make the trip. You just can't get caught sending that coax. Yeah, roger that.
I just pull some 12 gauge THHN up and over and make me a 160 meter vertical.
My wife and I, we went to see them along with my oldest son. And I told them, y'all come on up. And they didn't feel like walking up. I said, you know what? I didn't come this far to stand at the bottom of the hill. I'm going up. So I went on up. Next thing you know, they were up there with me. You slide down? No, man. Hey, what's going on, Goose? Good evening time, everybody. All right.
Hello, Goose. Yeah, I spent a night. I camped in one of the forests there, and it was like camping in Jurassic Park. Big giant ferns, and I pulled into the campground at like 4 in the afternoon. This is in June, so long daylight. It was like dusk already, but in the woods there, the sunlight just didn't penetrate.
Hello, Pete.
Good evening there, Goose. Yeah, I'll bet there's a lot of shade out there, you know, with all them trees. Sure.
Good evening, Tom, there, old JR. Yeah, it's a nice, beautiful forest, and it's got a nice, beautiful, clear floor. So if an animal come at you, you can see it coming. Yeah, you know when you die. Good evening, Goose. What up there, Goose?
Squats running around out there.
There were areas, Train, that were like that you're talking about, like the trees, and then things. The forest floor was kind of clear, but the campground that I was in was not really like that. It was all these other plants that were kind of Jurassic Parkish like, with big giant leaves and stuff, and it had the forest floor all filled up, big giant ferns. I mean, big giant ferns. I mean, these things were like unbelievably big. Like, wow. So where I was camping at was more, I don't know, I just want to call it like Jurassic Park or something. It was really wild.
Oh, wow, yeah, that had to be totally different from where we were, because where we were, it was open. You can look through the woods, man. Because, I mean, an animal could hide behind a tree, like a bear could hide behind a tree and peep out at you.
Yeah, my campsite, all the campsites had bear lockers. They had these big, heavy metal, almost vault-like lockers, and they put signs on the picnic table and on the locker, like, signs all over, like, put your food away. Do not leave any crumbs or scraps out at all, because you will, underlined, italicized, attract bears.
You might be up in tree eating cocaine. When my wife was a kid, they did a lot of, she was part of a lot of church groups, and they went on the nature hikes. She actually had her backpack picked up and taken away by a bear and rummaged through. That's right. Check and see if there's any food in there. There'll be everywhere in that territory.
Well, hopefully she wasn't attached to the backpack at the time.
Brown bear. Funnier story. No, I mean, no, they used to do that thing where they would hang them, they would throw ropes over trees and pull them up. I guess they were, like, prepping, and, yeah, a little bear walked into the area. Stealing backpack.
Hey, boo-boo, let's go get some picnic baskets.
Little bear. I'm channel 29. Vegetable boy.
Vegetable boy.
Hey, Pete,
Hey, Train.
I tell you what, we did see a bear when we were out there headed, you know, and that bear was just grazing or whatever it was doing. And everybody was jumping out their cars. They were looking, taking pictures, because we wanted to know what the commotion was. So we stopped, and I got me some pictures. Well, here's what I noticed. That bear was on this side of the road, right? On the other side of that hedgerow was a hiking path. And on that hiking path were a bunch of people hiking. You know, you could see the colors, you know, of their clothing and everything. And the bear was on the other side of that hedgerow just minding its own business. Those people that were hiking never even knew that that bear was on the other side of those bushes.
When I was there, I was on my bike this summer, and I'm riding up to my campsite through the woods. You know, it's a little narrow 2-lane state road, whatever. And there's all this traffic stopped. And they're kind of blocking the road. They're not really pulled off far on the shoulder. And like, what the heck's going on here? And as I get closer, I see all these knucklehead tourists all crowded around some bear cub, taking pictures and doing selfies and all this nonsense around this bear cub. I'm like, oh, let me through. I'm out of here. I see the bear cub. Mama is not too far away. So y'all could all be dinner, and I'm not going to be witness to that. Let me by. I'm out of here.
You stay away from a bear cub.
Stupid city tourists. They're like so dumb. I see it all the time whenever I go on these trips. So I went through Yellowstone, and the same thing. I saw the same thing. All chasing these bear cubs around, getting up close to buffalo and moose and stuff. I'm like, these are not pets, people. These are wild animals. And Mama don't take too kindly to you screwing around her cub. There's a cub around. Mama is not far away. I am not going to be a witness to this. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Yeah, you got a death wish. Go ahead and play that game with a bunch of bear cubs. And a mom, you'd be dead. And it ain't gonna be a pleasant death either, I can tell you that.
You can tell who the city tourists are. They all do that stupid nonsense. The people that grew up in the country and know better, they don't stop. They may slow down, take the picture out the window, and keep going, but they ain't getting out of the car and doing selfies.
Yeah, freaking morons. Stay where you live. Don't come out. Don't even waste our time. They just come out there and destroy shit anyway. Bring all kinds of trash and water bottles, and you know what I mean. Yeah, just disrespectful. They don't care.
Free bear.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. That's without the echo on, too.
Yeah, no need no stinking echo.
Skyride, are you still there, man?
Oh, I'm sandbagging here. I'm listening. Don't worry. I'm listening here. You know, bears are dangerous. You know what's even worse? Don't get too close to moose.
Oh, yeah, Moose, he weighs a few thousand pounds.
Yeah, don't fool around with buffalo neither. Buffalo will mess you up really, really bad.
Oh yeah. There's videos all over YouTube of these stupid people getting chased by these things.
I was a few years back with a buddy. We went out west riding, and we went to the Badlands in South Dakota, camped in the Badlands. Really remote campsite. Fantastic. It was a beautiful, beautiful valley, and it was just like really cool place, and there was only 2 other campers there. It was great. We had it all to ourselves. Anyway, he's in his little 1-man, 2-man tent, whatever. I'm in my little bubble tent, and we're sleeping. We're having a good time. We get up in the morning, and I got to get up. I got to pee. I unzipped my door to my tent, and I quickly zipped it back up again. And I says, Bill, are you awake? Yeah, man, I'm awake. What's up? I said, do not get out of your tent. He says, why not? I says, well, like, zip your window a little bit, take a peek. We were surrounded by a dozen buffalo, and the closest one was like 3 feet from my tent. I'm like, dude, we're just gonna have to wait till they move on. Stay in your tent, and they won't bother us. You get outside the tent, you're in trouble. So we gotta lay in our tents. I had to pee in a Gatorade bottle because I was bursting. So I peed in a Gatorade bottle. I ain't getting out of my tent. We waited like an hour before they moved on.
Yeah, boy.
And look at you up there in that wonderful place and didn't bring a 40-meter antenna.
You know, when I'm on them long Western trips, there ain't no room for radio. I got just enough stuff to survive, and I'm full. That amateur radio stuff, next time I do an in-state trip like I did a couple years ago, which will probably be this summer, I'll do that again.
Yeah, you can drag a 240-foot wire behind you, and you can, get on 160.
Yeah, I don't really see that happening. But I this summer coming up, I'm probably going to go camping up around Lake Erie again in the Allegheny Forest. I really enjoyed it there, and I want to spend a little more time there.
Yeah, some nice country there.
Yeah, this state, once you get out of this area, this state's really, really nice.
You don't have to go far.
Oh, that Allegheny Forest is really nice. The roads there and all, man, I had a blast riding around. It's really weird that, like when I was out in Erie, I'm still in my state, but I feel like I'm somewhere else. And everybody's got Pennsylvania tags. A tourist in my own state.
Where'd everybody go?
I was just going to say that. I was like, is my transmitter working?
Oh, yeah. We are out here. We all live in a yellow submarine.
Not the submarine again.
Back in the bus.
Yellow submarine.
Back in the bus. Back in the bus.
Buck, 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 buck.
Got a raw fried chicken now.
I do that to my dogs, and I get the tilt head.
I'm sure you'll get some sort of reaction out of them. Choking your chicken? Nah, making your chicken sound like when they're in distress or laying a very large double yolk egg. I've had chickens before, you can tell.
I'm not choking my chicken. I'm on a Turner Plus 2.
I'm choking my chicken here.
careful, you can go blind.
And you get hairy palms too.
Good grief.
Downhill from there.
Yeah, look at what I started just by making a chicken noise. My.
Yep, it's after 10 o'clock. A classic radio roundup officially starts heading towards the gutter.
Yeah, Roger that.
Yeah, good thing I have that old microphone, else I couldn't participate.
Well, that's the good thing about choking your chicken. You can do that by yourself.
Well, tempo you one would think until you get interrupted.
I was surprised Green Dog wasn't in here tonight.
We haven't heard him the last couple roundups. He must be off doing something.
Actually, I talked to him for the last 2 nights there, Monday and Tuesday. He was in here and we chatted for a while. So yeah, I thought for sure he'd be in there.
Oh, well, maybe it's just a Wednesday thing then. He's still around.
Yeah, it could be. You never can tell about these things.
Yeah, well, sometimes life interferes with radio pursuits. That's just the way it goes.
Where's Wayne?
Oh, yes, where did he go? He wasn't here earlier.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to him, but I did hear him asking the train about his antennae.
He's watching the news.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Wayne does that all day long. You think he'd be caught up?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good inspiration to get on the radio and actually talk to people instead of watching that Mickey Mouse nonsense.
Yeah, and anymore, none of it's good.
Yeah, it's very seldom you hear anything good on it. It's been today's been a day on that. I don't know if they even have that on the news. About Charlie Kirk, not trying to bring it. Oh, I kind of did already, so.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge it, but yeah, it's so depressing that I don't want to talk about it because it's just depressing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it this way, and I won't say it again. I'm very sure he's at home now, so. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything more about it.
Yeah, good thing that all the us right wingers are the radicals, you know.
What was that?
Good thing all we right wingers are the radicals.
Well, I think I'm going to say goodnight and draw this to a close. Everybody have a good one, and we'll do it again. Hopefully.
Yeah, have a good night, JR. Good to talk to you. Myself, I'm probably gonna step out, go eat some dinner, and hit the sack, and get up and do it all over again tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. I'm sitting here yawning away, so good time to call it a night. for the Classic Radio Roundup. Thanks for all those who participated. Video Gate will be uploaded sometime tomorrow. 7-3 all. Thanks for the fun. Countywide Radio.
Good night, Dave. Catch you later. And Pete, have a good night. And I guess it's back to work for you. Oh, that's right. It's Thursday night. Never mind. Yeah, it is back to work. Catch you later. See ya.
Yeah, just shifted hours, which is kind of nice. I get to drag my feet getting moving tomorrow. 7-3.
Have a good night, everyone. Good to talk to you and catch up to you later on.
Good night, everybody. Ah, you checking out there, Skyrider? Not really, but some people leaving, so I wish them a good night. Okie dokie. Just browsing the HF maps and see what's going on out in the world.